VeryDarkMan has taken time off social media, and I'm like, it's not possible. What happened? Why is he taking time off social media? Obviously, the last video I heard of from him was when he came out to obviously say, oh, now that Phyna sister is gone, blah 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 blah. That he obviously that he came, obviously I think they did that, and there was another video where he gave people rules that if you want to bring your story to me, this is now the requirements. If you're not going to follow that requirement, don't bring your case to me. I don't want to play any of these videos because I've seen some people saying that it's been striking their videos and stuff like that. So I don't know how true this is. Okay, I don't know how true this is, but I'm sharing my screen with you. There's this blog that says that breaking news. This blog was shared about 14 hours ago, so it's not confirmed. But just like I was looking at this view now, I went on to VeryDarkMan's page, and he just posted something about his logo. And recently there was a video on his channel where he said he now has an office, so he's going to be opening an office soon. He's going to open an office soon. So according to this blog post, it says that finally VDM has officially retired. In your wildest dreams, has he officially retired? This was said from today. I believe this was from yesterday. He will handle no case. It won't. How can you be a blogger and you can't even construct a proper sentence? I will believe this person wants to write. It won't be constructing nor rebuilding no schools. It won't empowering. Kai Oyinbo, and you say you are a blog. Whoever who owns this blog, please help us to tell him to learn how to write proper. It won't be empowering people to learn a trade. It won't be fighting any fake brands again. He has officially stopped and handed you guys to the likes of Easy and Co. God sent you all a savior and you guys stoned him, okay? Called him names like manipulator, etc. Okay? It's time to handle yourself now. If you need help, rush to the government directly or Easy, okay? This person said, moral lesson, the day will happen, Jehovah Jireh, the day this will happen, the day VDM will decide to do this, that's the day many of you will come back to your senses. Like this VDM, I'm sorry. And I want to believe you be Nigerian. What are you doing to call out the goddamn government that we have? What are you doing? I don't intend to call this blog out, okay? But VDM only came into limelight how many years ago? Before then, what's stopping Nigerians from standing up to their government? I don't really want to read this blog anymore. I'm sorry. One thing you guys need to understand is this, and I think I've said it before, that the likes of VDM. Nobody today we have the likes of VDM. Nobody today we have the likes of VDM. There's always been people who do activism. Okay, people do activism and they do it differently. Do I agree with the way he's been doing this activism? Hell no. Hell no. I do not. And I've come out here to give him his flowers for when I agree with some of the things he's done. But yeah, he now has a what's it called? A motto. 99 bad, 1 good. Or what 99 good? No, I think it's 99 bad, 1 good. Look at the likes of Harrison Gwamishu. The way he does his activism. That is what we call activism. Look at the likes of Omoyele Sowore. Even though that one too has some sort of like talk, has he ever done, like, these are people that have been in activism before VeryDarkMan. Can their own, and they do things, they get answers. Without leaving anybody, making them feel bad for the way they've reacted. But I don't think there's anybody that will watch VeryDarkMan that doesn't get triggered in the wrong way. So even the job, whatever activism that he says he's doing, he alone. Yes, some people are Nigerians are happy that, oh yes, he's the Messiah. Can he do it alone? Can one person? Do you know how wide and massive Nigeria is? Abby said, hello, office in 2025 when everyone is alleged. Exactly. Do you know? Do you guys know what Nigeria is? And you think it's only VDM alone that can do that? And I don't agree with the way he does things. In the past, there was a way he was doing things and he was getting results. Nowadays, I've actually started to notice some things in the way he does things. He grabs a case. He does it the way he would do things and he doesn't get results. Look at the case of Bobrisky. He called out Bobrisky, called out the Falanos, called out those who were involved in that story. And now he's giving himself a name. At least I was speaking to someone, and permit me to use these things you said to me, Uncle Beno. Easy said, VeryDarkMan is a content creator. Is he not a content creator? Let me know in the comment section. Others have called him a whistleblower. In a way, yes, he's a whistleblower, because why? The case that happened between Bobrisky and the rest, somebody leaked that information to him because that person had an issue with Bobrisky. For you to go and carry your case to go and make video, why don't you come and share the story on your own page yourself and call out Bobrisky yourself? You did not. Instead, you came privately to VeryDarkMan. And what did he do? He acted as a whistleblower. I won't even say he's a whistleblower, because he's doing it. Maybe he's a whistleblower with his face, because at the end of the day, some whistleblowers would rather just do it anonymous so that people don't see them. But he does this thing as a whistleblower with his full chest, and is now turning into bullying people. At the end of the day, what did Bobrisky do? Say he went to a party, sprayed money. EFCC turned him to an example, to a scapegoat, and then allegedly, this person said he had a whatever transaction with Bobrisky, that Bobrisky borrowed money from him. Do you know what transpired between him and Bobrisky? Do you know? Did you investigate the information that was given to you by this person you've come to share that story to broadcast Bobrisky? So you act as a whistleblower. What outcome did you get? Because at the end of the day, we are trying to root out the bad people in government, right? Those people that allegedly collected the 2 million or the money that Bobrisky spoke about in that voice record, did we name and shame them? Do we have their names till today? Was that case resolved? No. But what happened? Bobrisky was bullied out of Nigeria. We saw what happened when he wanted to go and board his flight. How he was treated. How Bobrisky was treated. We all saw how Bobrisky was treated. Again, one of the big cases, Mohbad's case.
Have you guys noticed that all the justice that VDM has ever fought for, no one has heard? All the justice that VDM has ever been fighting for, there is no one that VDM has done complete that he came out with results like this. Okay, let me go back to the one he said he came back with Mohbad justice, right? Till now, we don't know anything about it. But now, when Iyabojo and Tonto Dike and the rest of them stood up to fight for justice, wanted to know what's by Mohbad, they did everything. They had to go and assume him. About his stupid father went and buried him. They took to Corona. They did autopsy. That's how we knew what actually killed Mohbad. That was solved. We knew it was injection, negligence. That's by Mohbad. They also made sure that they pushed out Naimali and Samlai to go for questioning concerning the bully situation, but because of there's not enough evidence, they were able to be acquitted or whatever. But at least that was the end solution. Now I don't know why VJ now went and raised up the whole Mohbad case just because he wants to make money on social media. His page are monetized. That's why he did all this thing. Going to do interview, all those ones are just noise. After everything, nothing came outside. That's why he insult Yabojo, he insult everybody, he insult the video boy, he insult Sam Clef, nothing came outside. Okay. Iyabojo now has fought for justice for the lady, the princess daughter that was molested by Baba Ijesha. Iyabojo fought for justice, and after everything, solution came out today. Baba Ijesha was in prison for what he did to that girl. That is the solution. Harrison has fought for so many people justice, both single mothers, both widows that the family are doing them shake banza, they want to collect property. Go to his page and see many testimony of people that has handled their case and came out with results. But there is no one person VDM has handled their case and came out with solution. He's always entering from one place to another place, insulting somebody, dragging somebody, insulting people, hitting head together. No results. So how is he an activist? He has never collected any award. They've not given him any award. Say he do activism. Let him just stay and let him just collect a philanthropist. Because the only thing I know he has done is maybe that borehole that he has done, people that he give away. Let him just say that he's a humanitarian. He should not call himself an activist. Even that case of him running with camera, saying he won't go catch kidnapper. I beg, why is he not giving us updates now? The people that were kidnapped. I thought he was fighting for those ones. No show. He only did that because that week Harrison did something like that where he went and rescued some people that were kidnapped. At least that one was very successful. You guys saw it was successful, right? VDM now went to do that one because at that period, you guys remember that period, this whole Iyabojo and Mohbad case has already made people start seeing him as a manipulator, which he is, because he has been whitewashing Naimali. So I think he was losing his fan base or integrity. That was why he ran and quickly did that stuff where you carry camera. Hey, they go, hey! Till now, I beg VDM, give us updates on the man that was shot. How is he coping? Also, give us updates. The people that were kidnapped, he has not said anything about it again. He just kept quiet. I thought he's trying to fight for their rescue. Is that how a activist operates? Video cannot stay on one case and do it completely. We're jumping from one to another, jumping from corner to irrelevant things that doesn't have head and tail. Please tell me
He's
what
gone from going after brands with no NAFDAC number. Even at those people, did you educate them? Oh, for you to sell your product, you go register with NAFDAC number. You know they're expensive. It's just to make sure your products are well regulated. So you expect that you report people's businesses, you don't expect them to bounce back up again. Case of Mohbad happened. We all know how case of Mohbad is going on. And this one, his family are just raving mad. I'm sorry to say. Now, there's a story that there's a woman in Canada who claims to have a child with Mohbad. Where was this woman when all the brouhaha of Mohbad has been going on? Where was she? Where was she? When all this brouhaha of Mohbad has been going on, or is she not supposed to be mourning Mohbad as well? So there's a story that she fathered that she had a child, or Mohbad fathered as a child. That is why, and this one is saying that she will come and do the DNA. She will do DNA. And then I saw a video of Baba Mohbad some times ago. I don't even know if I have that video. Let me check if I have it on my video. I don't even know if I want to play because it's not really about them. See how it went with that case of Mohbad. Nobody ever said that Naira Marley killed Mohbad, but we all know Naira Marley is a known bully in the UK. When was the last time Naira Marley entered the UK? Because it was once wanted. When was, I can't even, maybe I will Google it. When was the last time Naira Marley entered the UK? And then he now went about it, dabarud the Mohbad case. He came out publicly to say that he allegedly paid 20 million naira, whatever, to have an access to a group chat on WhatsApp of lots of people. He now sat down. He sat down with his full chest, reading those messages. More do that in any country out of Nigeria. Your prison term, they will help you to measure it like that. They will help you to measure your prison term like that. You came out like DMW, that, this, that, boasting, something you illegally gain access to. And then he read all of those messages. The person he was whitewashing, while he was still whitewashing that person was still stylishly bullying and threatening Yabo Ojo. Ma bonle ekodun, come home, Lagos is sweet. Because apparently Yabo Ojo is in Canada. She's a new grandma. She's a new grandma. Person where they see the whitewash, where they never even able to clean your plate finish. You are already stylishly bullying the person. Ekodun, Lagos is sweet, come back home. And then he was still reading all of those messages on WhatsApp, bullying people. If you know you did not do this, come out and release that chat. As who? As who? Is that how activism works? Even in this modern Gen Z age, we never see any activism or any activist. Arisingu Hamishu. I will always point to Arisingu Hamishu. Arisingu Hamishu was involved in a case involving 3 women or 2 women that were, till tomorrow, Nigeria police refused to come and give us a report about them selling an afiba. And there was a man in the UK that was going back to back. Anybody that spoke about that case, this man put me on his page. People were blasting me. He even came out to come and swear for his children, not mine. Did we ever see Arisingu Hamishu? Na me justice, na me justice. Na critical movement. Did we ever see Arisingu Hamishu do that? School is not a crime. Nobody say Arisingu Hamishu even read book that much safe. Did you see how he goes about doing things and getting results? So he was talking about these WhatsApp messages. Did he eventually tell us who killed Mohbad? Did he eventually tell us who killed Mohbad from the chat that he told us to read? Now you know why I decided to do that. You instigated the public against the widow, dragging them on DNA or no DNA. Because even at the end of the day, if the DNA comes back that Mohbad did not father that boy, it's still not an answer to the fact that maybe Wunmi, it's not even, that is not even if DNA say negative, it still does not prove that Wunmi pied him. It still did not prove or will not prove that Wunmi had a hand in how Mohbad pied. And like I said before in other videos, if he had an issue with the way the cases were handled, because now they said that it was what's it called? It was a whatever from the nurse, that the nurse should be tried. You could have just written and say you were not happy with the way the case was investigated. If you have money, let them reopen the case again. So it went on with those text messages. Yes, it came out to acknowledge, to accept that yes, it was actually whitewashing Naira Marley. Naira Marley is somebody that you were the one who came out to say whether they do them or not. Those people, they should first of all lock them up. You were the one that called for him to be cancelled. And you said you are a man of integrity. How? How are you a man of integrity? So all of the cases that he's been handling since when he started with this case of Bobrisky, how many has he actually gotten the desired results from? Because in the case of Bobrisky, you will want the authorities to name and shame those who allegedly collected money from Bobrisky, right? You want, what did the EFCC say? EFCC said, we have special unit for special people. Case of Mohbad, what have you desired? We are still yet to know who pied Mohbad, because people have the motion that someone pied Mohbad. Has he told us who pied Mohbad, even from the chat messages? Or is he just taking a pause until Iyabo Ojo gets back to Nigeria, then he resumes again? Because I believe that's what he's doing. I believe he stopped talking about Mohbad case until Iyabo Ojo enters back into Nigeria, and then he's going to start again. And then Naira Marley too will start again. And then again, the recent one, Phyna and her sister. What has he achieved?
Oh, Phyna's sister don't finally buy. A lot of people are lending their voice now to write RIP. But when we needed all those voices, when we needed the bloggers to create an awareness, to pressure Dangote to do the right thing when that girl was still alive.
Why will any blogger speak when you have suppressed every voice only to monetize your own? Yes, nobody will speak because nobody wants Iyabo Ojo's treatment. Every other blogger is afraid that VDM may come after them. Remember, you did not even allow Phyna to post on her page. You have to post first.
Government cannot talk. Shows that we have failed. The police cannot talk. The army cannot talk. The judiciary cannot talk. Nobody can say anything. It shows that the country has failed.
Yes, Nigeria have failed. The president have failed, so that VDM will shine. If they didn't fail, you wouldn't have been the only man standing in Nigeria for righteousness.
And to Dangote Group, you had the time to take that girl abroad. Now she's gone.
Keep quiet. Dangote only needed the Nigerian doctors to confirm that she can fly, so that they will fly her away. That was the essence of taking her to Lagos in the first instance. So stop blaming Dangote on anything here. It have been done. Nobody will be blamed for the demise of this young lady. The only thing remaining now is that everybody is folding hands looking at you, bro. It's your turn. Today, being the 1st of September, we don't want to see any Dangote truck. We don't want to see any Dangote truck in Edo State. We want you to mount. We want you and the Ratels to take over the street of Edo State. Give them command that they should not enter Edo. If we see any truck that belongs to Dangote in Edo State, bro, shame will continue to cover your face, because that's what you have promised Nigerians, that if anything happens, you will not allow his truck to enter Kogi and to pass through Kogi to Edo. Mumu.
VeryDarkMan, we are still waiting. No, I beg, Ratus, please, Ratus, maybe in case he has forgotten, in case your president has forgotten, please, Nigerians, come around, though. What did he say? He said, if anything happens to Phyna's sister, he personally will mount guard that all refinery, I think there's a refinery somewhere in that Edo State of Dangote, a big factory, I don't know, that he will shut it down. And that no Dangote movement, none of his truck will move. Please, we need our VeryDarkMan, our hero, our messiah, the one that fight the justice that nobody can fight. No one like you. After you, now you are one of your kind. Baba, we double and funyo. Joe, come and do what you said you would do, because we don't understand what is happening now. Come like say your wings don't quiet. Baba, you said something, and a man must keep his word. As a president, you should lead by example. President, we need you now. In fact, at this point, I want to be a Ratel now. Because how can we leave the... You can't just leave Dangote now. We can't just leave Dangote. So you're telling me that this girl will just die, Sarah? No, Very Dark Man has to do his work. Very Dark Man, please, we should tell you, in case maybe he has forgotten. He said we are going to mount guard. We are ready. Me, I'm even going to go to that Edo. I will enter flights. I will book flights. Now my last card, I will come Edo. I must mount guard behind our president. I want to support bad thing. This thing where Very Dark Man talk na truth. I support it to the end. That get cannot go. Very Dark Man, let us go and do what you said. You are a man of your word. You are a leader. You said you will stop Dangote movement. Let him know what he did over until he settled that girl family. That girl have children. Now 8 months baby. Who will train the baby? Who? Please, Ratus, let's call on Very Dark Man. Nigerians, if you know, you don't be a Ratus to join this movement. Please, Very Dark Man, you must keep your word. You must now want to know whether truly this your justice go get here. Maybe this is the justice you are using and prove to us that you are really active.
He is no longer embarking on cases because he wants results. If he actually wanted results, in this case that just happened, may God rest the soul of Phyna's sister, Ruth. If he was actually after results, that trashing that he came out to trash Phyna, he wouldn't have done it in the public. He will have taken it, he will have done it in the back end. He will have done it privately. You might still be mad, but you could have continued to render your voice to the cause because there was a cause here. There's a motion, there's a move that you are trying to get. That is, get Dangote to do the needful by the victim. But what did you do? Because of they don't want me for meeting, or they want me for meeting, or the deceased has children, or the deceased does not have children, or they don't, all of that, Dabaru and some people with no brains, they now started facing the person who has a voice to fight for our family, who has the voice to fight for our sister. Because how many Dangote victims actually has the platform? We were doing a live stream how many days, and one of Dangote victims was in my comments. I think her name was Lady or something, saying things, mentioning what I experienced has been like, what it's been for her since she had that accident. How many other Dangote victims are still alive today with grievous, injuries that they've not recovered from? You were lending that voice, but because somebody chose not to bring you onto the whatever meeting, you decided to come out to say she betrayed you. Because like I said, at the end of the day, this person, na Phyna family, if she decided that not bringing you to the meeting will get her what she was wanting from Dangote for her sister, she would. Any other person would do the same. But should that have stopped you from continuing to call out Dangote and making sure that, come now, I have stepped back because I want that sister to be able to get what she desires. But because I've stepped back does not mean that I am not, he could have continued doing that. But what did he do? He did what he knows how best to do. You start a case, you want to be the face of that case, you want to be the middle, you want to be the one to say, yes, narrators run am. Narrators run am. And because it was not going in your way, you threw a tantrum like a 30-year-old man that he is. I don't know how old he is. You know what? When I heard about the case of Phyna's sister and the injury she had, something in me was like, the girl might not make it. Because, like I said, I had an experience. It was not that long ago. Somebody who actually, no, obviously this person was not from an accident or anything. And this person actually had an amputation, went into cardiac arrest, and they never woke up. So when I saw, like, even at that, you could have still continued, The other girl you were fighting for, Elizabeth, if Phyna was selfish, she wouldn't have shared the details of that girl with VeryDarkMan. Exactly, Fatai. I've said it from the one when he did that. There was no need for that video. There was no need. If Phyna was selfish, she wouldn't have shared the story of that other girl, saying that, oh, there are other victims here. Oh, even according to Phyna's right of that, victims with an S, that there are multiple Dangote victims. You still came to that hospital. You don't even go see Phyna's sister, according to Phyna. And then people now started going on to Phyna's page, calling her out, as if that was what we needed, as if that was what Nigeria needed. Like, come on now. This is easy to like know. You are a content creator. That's who you are. You are making money. You are a what's it called? Whistleblower. Okay. I say you are an activist. In my own opinion, you are not an activist. I'm sorry to say. I'm sorry to say you are not an activist. Anyway, let me quickly share this thing that I found on his page. And then I'll round up this session because I've been here for 2 hours already. I'm starving. Let me share my screen with you. And just like I was saying that he has taken off social media and then boom, Uncle dropped this.
Gratis, bottom of the government, Naija for life. Shout out to all my niggas. Gratis, now we get social media.
So are you here? He released this image 3 hours ago. No, he's not. He's not taking time off social media. He has not taken time off. He's just preparing. So he said he's the Rattle movement. He's the fourth arm of the government. And what do these people do? Anybody that does not agree with them, they come out here, they curse, they lash out. One was actually threatening me a few days ago under one of his comments. And I tell him, say, they're not born your papa well. They're not born your, just give me location. They're not born your papa well. You don't want to try that with me. He was actually threatening me. In quotes, make sure say I don't catch you. I thought say now your papa make you go catch first. Because if you get a job, if you know where your next meal will come from, you will not be queuing under his page and be threatening people. And this is not the first time. I've seen posts, several other people's posts saying that anytime anybody disagrees or goes against him, they come into your DM, they start threatening you, they curse you. Over what? And he said you are what? Like, exactly. You know, Sam Larry said he's not close to being. He's not. That's why I said he's not an activist. He's not an activist. He's nothing close to an activist. I'm sorry. He's not. Like, there are some people who actually really study him, who actually knows him very well because they've studied him. For me, I believe that a day will come and we will know the true. We will know his true intentions. We will know his true intentions. Like I said, a lot of people that I speak to, they already know who he is. But for me, I just can't agree. I mean, this last case that he did, it was just, it was just, it was a lot. It was just a lot.